I'm Malorie Pebbles. This is my first video, yay! I want to have this YouTube channel to just tell really weird stories that I've had in my past. And that will probably happen to me in the future, unfortunately. But hey, at least I get to share them with you guys. The first thing you need to know about me is I'm a military brat. I lived overseas a lot. I loved it. America is awesome too, but there's something about being overseas that just made me feel more at home, which is weird. That's actually what I want to talk about in my first story. I lived in Japan probably for 2 years. I was in 5th and 6th grade, and it was very weird, but in a good way weird. Not only was I in a different country, but I was also going through a lot of changes, changes, puberty, yay! Something that kind of combined the two. We had these neighbors that were American, and they wanted to take us to this thing called an onsen. Now, many of you probably know what an onsen is. I heard about it, and it was the thing that I was dreading the most about going to Japan, because I knew my parents would drag us and I would be uncomfortable. For those of you who don't know what an onsen is, basically it's a hot spring and you're like, yay, that's so cool, a hot spring, but you're fully naked with strangers together. Obviously, I was nervous. Thankfully, I had my elder sister with me. She is about 3 years older, so kind of roughly same age-ish. So we get to the onsen, and they were co-ed, so my dad and our neighbor friend's dad went to one side, which is a whole different story. Really awkward for him. Anyway, but we went through the women's side. You walk in, it was gorgeous, and I was like, this might be actually really cool. Like, this, yeah, like becoming part of Japan. Yes, let's do this. We had to undress. This was the moment we were all dreading. Me probably the most, because I was going, again, through an awkward puberty-ness. I was already self-conscious, like many girls and guys are around that age, so I was like, okay, let's just put it all out there. Thankfully though, we walk in and there's this cute Japanese lady, like old and kind of like, it's like going around cleaning, and she's like, oh, towels by the entrance. Hallelujah, thank you. Thank you so much, elderly Japanese lady. We go to the entrance of the actual onsen. I go to this bin with towels. Pick one up. This should have been called a handkerchief. It's just a very long washcloth, probably about that big. So, got back to my little cubby where I was gonna put all my clothes. My sister's next to me, just looking, we're just staring at each other. We're just having this inner moment where we had to decide what we were gonna do. I don't want to show everything, like I know you're supposed to, but I kind of just want to ease into this whole new experience. We kind of like turn our backs to this cubby, right? And we start undressing with the towel just in our hands as we're and like trying to take off our shirts and our pants. We have this towel strategically placed. It's just a line kind of going down. And our strategy is that we were going to cover our back end by just going against the wall, kind of like how we were changing by the cubby. We go back to the entrance, we go through these glass doors, and there's a bamboo wall just covering separating the women and the men side. So can't see anyone, so I was like, perfect. So as I'm trying to get onto a wall, I realized that there is a curb with like, it's like a garden, basically. It was a garden against this bamboo wall. So I couldn't get up on the garden and just like inch my way across. And the other wall had other, I don't know why I couldn't use it, but I couldn't. My sister and I, we just had to go for it. So with our little towels, we just walk to this, to the springs. And there were different ones. There was hot, like really, really, really hot. There was really, really, really cold, to kind of cool yourself down, because it gets all hot and steamy in there. And then there was kind of the neutral, like lukewarm-ish area. So we're walking, and we're just like, okay, starting to embrace this. This Japanese lady comes at us, and just starts yelling at us in Japanese. And we don't know what we did wrong. We're like, you know, we're sorry, tell us what to do, what is going on. And she points back to the entrance area, and there is a kind of a sit down, wash your hair with the shower head kind of thing, and wash your body. And we're like, oh, okay, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You don't want to be swimming around with all that nastiness from everyone else. We do that, we scrub down with all this natural stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready. But at that point, I had to use the towel to, you know, wash. I was starting to get, a little confidence, like, you know, everyone else is naked, I'm naked, let's just be naked. And that is very scary to say, actually. You know, I didn't want to draw attention to myself by having this towel around me. No, you know, I already draw attention to myself because I'm not, you know, Japanese. So, might as well just go for it. And I'm walking along, I'm gonna meet up with our neighbors. I'm walking, right? I'm walking just like this. I'm walking. I'm starting to become more confident of me and myself and I. The corner of my eye, I see this little head pop up from the bamboo wall. I stop, like mid-walk, and I kind of turn, and I see the head pop up again. There's a Japanese man, probably like 24-ish, just looking at me and my 11-year-old self. Maybe I was 12, I don't know. I was young, okay? I have never screamed so loud in my life. I booked it to wherever the nearest pool of water was, jumped right in. Probably not the best idea. It was one of the really hot springs that was for the really intense onsen goers that, you know, to relax your muscles, but none of that was relaxing to me. I, again, screamed even louder than my previous scream. So not only am I drawing attention to this part of me, but I'm drawing attention to all this part of me that I don't really want to draw attention to. In this, like, really hot water, I just stay there. I really don't know what else to do. I just stay there until people stop looking at me. I go out and my body is red. And so I jump in the cold water. Steam came off of my body. First experience was not the best, but I did go many other times and became more confident. So I guess the moral of the story was try everything twice. Anyway, I hope you all liked my first story. Please be nice in the comment section. I think I'm gonna do an every week kind of thing, but I'm a junior in college, Hogwarts. So it's a little hard to do every week, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try real hard, and I hope that you guys like my videos, and please subscribe if you do, and yeah, please let me know what you think.